United fans, welcome back to MAD. This is Manchester United Diehards. And I am Ephraim Juma. I'm here with Seth. Today, I want us to discuss about potential replacements for Ruben Amorim. Because today we have an interim coach in Michael Carrick, who is an old boy or an old player of Manchester United during Fergie times. And he has seen Manchester United
in its glory days.
And of course, taking more than 13 Premier League titles while other teams were watching. Now, who do you think is a better replacement? Because I will never wish for Carrick to be made a permanent, because that's a wish for your enemy. For Carrick to be made a permanent manager at Manchester United.
It was so humiliating for him to...
It's very humiliating. And if he accepts the job, bro, he'll never come out of that depression, because it's depressing to become a permanent manager for Manchester United without experience.
Even Tuchel, the legend himself,
imagine.
To heal, so it's going to be hard for him if he takes the permanent deal. But potential replacement,
I have two coaches in mind, and I want you to tell me who is better, Roberto Dezerbi or Nagelsman. So who is better and why? Let us start with Roberto Dezerbi. Why do you tell me if he's better or not? If he is, why? If he's not, why? Is it tactically? Is it experience? Or is it just the pressure that comes with coaching the biggest club in the world, Manchester United, the Red Devils?
If we are to weigh them tactically,
yes.
Okay, maybe some fans just know Nagelsman, because I think Nagelsman is more prominent than
yes, he's more prominent.
So, but if we are to weigh them, because we have seen Dezerbi at Brighton.
We've seen him play
playing
very beautiful,
Brighton, and Brighton was something else.
Very beautiful football.
So if he was capable of doing that with Brighton, then you might just consider him as an elite coach, because if he can do that at the Premier League, but we cannot entirely say that things are going to work out for him in a big club, because what happened to Thomas Frank at Tottenham? No, Espirito Santo.
And here we're talking about Manchester United. United don't have the patience of Brighton.
We don't have the patience of Brighton, and then it will be a similar situation with Amorim's situation, where he was so good at Sporting Lisbon. Coming into United, the situation was worse than he thought.
Very worse.
So he thought he could turn things around, but before he could even try turning things around, he got kicked out.
He was like, "You need to leave, nigga.
You need to leave, nigga. This is United. If we don't perform, we don't care what the fuck you do in the club."
Even if you went unbeaten in 21 games and then you lose the 22nd game, you must go.
Because I remember Ruben Amorim saying, we have lost the match, but he has seen some improvement, and that is what he wants to see, him as a coach, because the situation that he found in United is not just something that you can snap your fingers and then it changes, right?
It's not something you can solve in one day.
You can't solve in a day. 2 to 3 seasons. Solve in a season. You can't. It needed time, and then some of us supported him. It's just that we grew impatient by time. So
you'll always grow impatient, because this is Manchester United, you're listening to Arsenal fans, Chelsea fans, I don't know, Liverpool fans, telling you need bure.
Yeah, so there's the bragging right battle every weekend.
Of course, and you can't be patient with someone because he used to do this, he used to do that.
So we might consider you are good at Sporting, but when you come to United, every match we just expect you to do what you were doing at Sporting immediately. With Lindelof in the squad, Eriksen was almost dying.
Maguire with Dalot.
You know, it was so hard for him. So if Dezerbi is going to come in, Dezerbi is also going to prefer his own style of play. And then remember, he has to choose his own personnel to execute his tactics, of which I'm sure not every United player will fit into that style of play. So if he's going to say, you know what, I need this type of players to execute my own tactics, and then the club decides to support him, then that might take time. Also 2 to 3 seasons, and we are never going to have that amount of patience. Yeah,
of course.
We don't
have the luxury of waiting.
Yeah, we don't have the luxury of waiting. As much as we might want to wait for things to get better, it's just impossible for the fan base. And remember, they are the one who are generating most of the money for the club. So the owners cannot endure all the suffering with the fans. Okay, the owners can do that so long as the fans are supporting the club. Yeah, they can endure that. But for the fans,
in fact, the owners don't give a fuck.
Yeah, but it's hard for the fans to tolerate such kind of performances, even though...
It's hard.
Yeah, it's hard for them.
In fact, it's very hard.
It's very hard. So, with Dezerbi coming in, and we want to see that beautiful football beating from the back, having a position-dominating team in the Premier League, it's something we would love to see at United, right? We would love to see, genuinely speaking, we would love to see that. But the moment he comes in and he tries to do the rebuild, you know what's going to happen?
He'll start losing every game.
Same to Nagelsman. But if I'm to choose between Nagelsman and Dezerbi, I would go for Dezerbi because I've watched more of Dezerbi than Nagelsman.
I also love Dezerbi's football.
I've only watched Nagelsman in the Champions
League only.
Yeah, so
and Dezerbi has raised Nene, has nurtured big talents the likes of Saicedo.
Yeah, there was Saicedo,
Cucurella.
Even there was a time in a certain interview where Pep said he somehow embraces the Dezerbi football of building from the back. Yeah, so how he can lure your press and then create those chances and then open those channels to irritate the opponent to come for the ball and then open those channels and then create some chances. So it's some beautiful football to see from a well-coached team by Dezerbi, of which is going to be hard for us to give him time as United to coach us so well.
Time is what we don't have.
Time is what we don't have. So Dezerbi or Nagelsmann, I'm gonna go Dezerbi. Nagelsmann, I'm a fan, but sorry man, this one I'm gonna go with Dezerbi. I've seen more of Dezerbi than Nagelsmann. He might be good than Dezerbi, but I cannot entirely say that I know Dezerbi as much as I know Nagelsmann as much as I know Dezerbi. But we only know that when it comes to the big club experience, Nagelsmann has it because he has coached big clubs at big stages, and I don't know why. Because Bundesliga is something that is mandatory. You have to win it.
You have to win it.
You only get something
in
not
fact,
only in Europe.
It's a farmers league.
It's a farmers league. So for me, it's Dezerbi on this one.
Okay. I also picked Dezerbi, although I want to be patient with him after 10 games. if we want to have won 1-8, 3-1, and be close to
we
this
expect
one.
you know there are times when we play so good football that you expect our opponents to concede at least 5 goals.
5 goals, and then they concede 0.
They concede 0 and then they score against us. Newcastle scored against us when they were one man down.
One man down.
With a red card.
At the start of the season, with very good football from Amorim, Arsenal scored a set piece.
Imagine the first goal. Arsenal scored a set piece.
Bro, we tried. Cunha tried.
The coach, it was something brilliant to watch that we were like, is this the Arsenal that people are afraid of?
Are afraid of.
At Old Trafford.
Imagine.
Being embarrassed.
Being embarrassed.
Amorim, on and off the ball every time. Because we pressed them so easily, but it was so hard for them to press us. But what happened to Amorim? People said, you know what? If you are going to draw with Burnley,
get the fuck out.
and draw with Fulham, just get the fuck out.
And lose to Grimsby.
And lose to Grimsby. We don't fucking care what you've done at Sporting. We don't care what you're going to do in the future. Go sit at home and wait for the future to come for you. So it's going to be hard for us to find a permanent guy and then give him time to settle in and bring in his players and then have that unique playing identity that we can all say that, you know what, we are confident going into the European competition because we've got this kind of a coach. So it's going to be hard for us.
Okay, subscribe to the channel.